I utilise a wheelchair. I have since birth. It's a part of me, a part of what I love about myself is that I am a proud man with a disability.
I live with ichthyosis. That is a rare, severe skin condition that I was born with. And it means that my skin is red and scaly and painful. But more than that, it is really socially difficult. I get lots of stares, lots of teasing, lots of questions, and also discrimination.
I had my accident in 2012. I broke my back on a 75-foot jump, leaving me in hospital for around 7 months with a broken T5, T6 and T7. And I started to relearn how to live life in a wheelchair.
Around 4.4 million, or 1 in 6 Aussies, lives with disability.
Even the term disability, it represents family, a huge bunch of people with disabilities that have this common existence, and that is that we've had to adjust to living in a world that ain't made for us.
I think there's a myth that we overcome our disability. We can't overcome what we're born with or what we acquire. We can't overcome our bodies, but we do often overcome the barriers that we experience.
Motocross champ Andy Hensel is living proof of that. From getting back on a dirt bike after his life-changing accident,
I ended up completing the world's first paraplegic backflip to dirt.
to getting back into the workforce with the help of Job Centre.
Picking up work with Burleigh Bars has really cemented what is achievable living with a challenging disability that is life-changing.
The reality is that pre-pandemic Aussies living with a disability were almost twice as likely to be unemployed. And COVID has been especially tough for the community.
The fear of COVID hits our community quicker because when we do experience COVID, many times people with disabilities have to retreat and become more isolated.
I have been working from home for the last almost 2 years. That's been really hard. I've really struggled with the social isolation.
But the pandemic has had some silver linings.
The lack of commute, the lack of exposure to germs has been quite a boost for my health. Not so much my mental health, but certainly my physical health.
And if nothing else, it's taught everyone how to be a little more flexible.
It's really opening the minds for employers and other employees, people that are involved in hiring people with disabilities on all aspects where we can contribute so much to the workforce.
Many of the seemingly minor adjustments we've all made could be game-changing.
Things like working from home, hybrid events, so big events that can be live streamed, we need to keep those in a post-COVID world.
I hope that when we re-emerge from COVID, that we bring people with disabilities out with us, that we still engage and offer employment when we're building it from the ground up again, making sure that people with disabilities are in there as well.
It's so wonderful to hear those voices leading that conversation about how we can all think about this. And it's an important reminder, you know, that as so many of us look to the other side of the pandemic and say, can't wait for the world to return to normal, there has been a lot of change and a lot of adaptation. And for some people, there's really good things that have come out of this that we can all carry forward to level up rather than bringing anyone down or making anything worse. Levelling up is possible, can be done, and we've found incredible ways to do that during the pandemic.
Absolutely. So we can't forget those lessons. Some of the stuff was really great and made accessibility so much more available, and we've got to keep it.
Andy continues to pay it forward as well with his own charity. It's called What Disability? You can find out more about that on our website.